Hi guys, welcome back to this Udemy course on IFC Builder. In the last video we worked on our basement level. In this video we're going up a level to the ground floor and we're going to be installing our walls, our slabs, our openings, windows and columns as well. Now what we can do, initially what I want to do is I want to start working on my walls. Now same sort of process. Let's go to our templates view manager, go to our ground floor, and I'm going to untick all of them and keep the external wall layer on. And now we can start using our construction elements such as our external wall to model our walls. So let's continue. Actually, I'm going to wait. Let's go back. I'm going to do it properly using the command tool here at the bottom. So if we're starting on the bottom left-hand corner, I'm going right. My wall will exist to the left of it. So let's go this way. Perfect. Let's move it there. Let's move that there. Cool. And we'll go all the way across. Perfect. Now onto the other side. Let's start here. The wall will exist on the other side and we're tracing it around. And on the other side as well. Now here we have to insert a new wall, obviously, 0.3 meters. Also that was the same, of course. Back to my external wall, and let's start up here on the other side, of course. Perfect. And now right click, I want to measure the distance of here, 0.26, so I need to create a new wall. Basement external wall, add a new one. Basement external wall 03 at 0.26 meters in dimension. Starting from this hand corner and we're going all the way up. Perfect. Now, so that's been done. Let me find the dimensions of this. 0.3, that's our first one. Oh, no. That's our basement wall 01. Starting from this corner. Let's go all the way across and let's work it. There's that on the other side. So basically what it is we're configuring the pieces of the puzzle. Of course, it's like any other design software. Let me just find the right spot. Perfect. Cool. Now, now to amend this next side, this was 0.15, this is 0.15, this is 0.15, I'm assuming this is 0.15, oh, now this might be a bit different, that's 0.15, sorry, yep, and our top is 0.12, cool. So let's go again, I can't exactly remember which one, yeah, that's 0.15, not my number 2, so starting again with 0.15. Let's get it going on the other side, of course. Cool. Now here, we're existing on the right-hand side, of course, and we're starting from here, going all the way to the corner, and then moving down. Perfect, all the way to the end. That's great. Let's start here now. We're existing on the right-hand side, correct. Same thing over here, but we're going on the left. So as you can see, once you have an affinity with how the setup works, it's easy to start playing around and start configuring your walls. It's really a great software because it doesn't take too long to configure how the objects work and how the system cooperates, how the system runs. So 0.12, I think we'll need to create a new one. Basement wall 05, I think it's now, and 0.12. The other side of the wall. Perfect. So now our external wall has been completed. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back into my templates view manager to my ground floor, and I'm going to now tick the defenses. Cool. So let's accept those changes, and now it just is now connecting each layer. So let's go to defenses. I'm going to create a new one. This is ground floor defense. I'm going to keep the same thickness and height because we can always add that on later. Oh wait, hold on. This was 0.3. No, it wasn't. The thickness here was 0.1. So we can go back to defenses, edit again, and now that's 0.1, not 0.3. Perfect. So let's go back here. Cool. So there's that defense done. We can move over onto the other side again, of course. Let me zoom in to find a nice, yep. Cool. And all the way down. Cool. So that's been done. Oh, so let me just delete that because I didn't actually do that correctly. Defenses. Yes. I don't exactly know why that's, let me just try and move this. Okay, so as you can see, you need to play around with some things a few times. I'm going to try and come from this side. Oh wait, hold on. Perfect, and that's been done. Moving on. Other side. I'm going to go all the way up. I'm going to come up to this corner here. Oh, no. Up to the corner, yep, and then back around. And I can make that perpendicular. Same thing on the other side again. Great. So now we've inserted our banisters, and as you can see, those are at a certain height as well, which is great. Cool. Now let's move on. Back to our template object snaps. I'm going to now template the columns, but let's do this a bit differently now. So if I want to insert the columns, now I know that the columns are the same on each level because if I have a look at my template here, I can see that the columns don't actually change all the way. They are in the same position the whole time. This is important because when we do the next thing I'm about to do, which is copy columns, it's really, really easy. So let's go back to our projects tab, copy group. I'm going to deselect everything except columns here. So my columns are selected, and the group I'm copying it from is the basement level. As you can see, just then and there, that's just happened. Oh, that's just been done. So let's insert our columns here. And if I deselect the columns, you'll be able to see that the columns have been added in the exact section, in the exact locations. Okay, cool. So let's go back to ground floor. I'm going to deselect the columns. I'm going to now start working on the partitions. Now deselect everything except partitions, and this should be the same exact ordeal. Architecture tab, walls and partitions. Partitions. I'm going to create a new partition called ground floor. Oh, first of all, I want to measure the 0.1. I thought so. This new one is going to be called ground floor partitions, and that's at 0.1 meters. Yet again, I mentioned I can actually export this and then import them later on if I wanted to use them again. And let's start middle. Moving across. Cool. I'm just tracing it all the way around. Oh, get that corner. Get that corner. Perfect. And we're now at the end. Beautiful. Continuing on. Oh, didn't quite get it. The other side, thank you. Cool. Now, let's continue on from here. I just want to check whether this this partition was the same. No, that's 0.17. Okay, let's go back to ground floor partitions, of course. So this one, let's start on the left-hand side. Cool, and let's move up. So nearly getting there here. Now this is a complicated building to initially start doing. We said that this was 0.17. I'm going to go back to partitions, create a new one, ground floor partition, and that's 0.17 we said? 0.17, yeah. Back to it, 0.17. Back to the bottom, and perpendicular. Perfect. Now that's been done. Let me just try that again. I don't exactly know what just happened because the wall just disconnected. Let's play around with this now. Move on to the other side, please. Oh, there's something wrong here. So it's not actually, let me see, 0.17. I thought I had those. Let's just create another one. Ground floor partition at 0.17 meters in thickness. Cool. Now coming from down there, we're going down all the way into this corner and then moving across and then moving up. Perfect. Now my partitions and my walls have all been completed. Let's have a look at the 3D view. Beautiful. We can also, if we want, pan around to see the exact layout. All right, awesome. So moving on, let's go back into our templates view manager. Ground floor. Now instead of partitions, I'm going to start working on the, let's start working on the, no, we've already done the defenses. We're going to leave the doors last, the partitions we've done, maybe the floor slabs. Okay, cool. So I'm going to now start configuring the floor slabs, openings and floor slabs too. And openings and floor slabs again. Okay, so back to floor slabs. We're working with an internal floor slab now because we're on the ground level. So internal floor slab, and call this ground floor slab. And we'll leave that at 0.3 meters thickness, and it's not an external slab. Cool, so starting from here. Let's zoom in so we get these corners correct. Zoom in here as well. So the program is really, really easy to use once we get the hang of it, because it is like the fundamental concepts of any design software are present here as well, which is great. And nearly there. Let's get to this corner, please. Perfect. So that slab's been added now. I'm going to now create an openings in slab, remember, which is denoted by the pink outline. Now this is for elevators, emergency exits, whatever they so be. For here, they're corresponding to elevators. And perfect, we've created a opening within our slab. And that opening is denoted right here, where we can actually see and view the opening. Perfect. So the slab's been done. What's next? What next I want to do is the flat roof. I want to start adding the flat roof and also the floor slab as well. What else did we have to do? That was it. Yeah, so let's get the flat roof happening. Floor slab, let's go to flat roof, and this is called the ground floor flat roof at 0.3 meters thickness. Now it's just a matter of tracing it again. And on the other side as well, repeating what I just did. And moving across here as well. Oh, so what I've actually done is actually go over, and I forgot about this corner here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it and start again. Flat roof, ground floor flat roof, correct. And I'm going to start now from this corner. I'm going to deselect the floor below and deselect the installation. And did I have the other things? No, I just had the flat roof on. Perfect. So let's continue from here to here to here. Moving across here, moving up. Beautiful, and that's been done. Back to our 3D view. We can see that we have the flat roof allocated, and we have the, that's here and that's here. So we have our flat roof, and we have our internal slab as well. That's been inserted. Oh, great. So as you can see here, we have our external parapet. Now back to ground floor. Let's have a look at our floor slab. We've already done that. Partitions, we've done that. Doors and defenses, we've done. Windows as well, and that's all. That's all for this level. So now it's easy. Once again, doors. Let's keep each one of them on at the same time. Let's have our doors first. I'm going to go to openings. I'm going to go to doors. I'm going to create another one. So let's call this ground floor door. I'm going to keep the width off and the height as standard, of course. I'm going to deselect this, and I'm going to start inserting our doors. Perfect. Now that's been done. Oh, sorry, did I just add one door on top of another? Okay, cool. So that's been done. Another door here. Yep, perfect. Another door here. Where else did we have doors? It's been done. Here. Now, as you can see, it's asking me for the distances because I haven't actually specified a distance. So this is great. Let's just keep on accepting these changes. There's a door here, of course. Yep. Perfect. Beautiful. The doors on this side as well. What are these doors working out to be? Okay, so that's been done. Our doors here as well. Our doors to the outside parapet sections. Awesome. Now, was there any more doors that I didn't see? No, there isn't. Okay, beautiful. So let's save those changes. And there we go. We've got our doors. Let's go to our 3D viewer. And we're also, if we wanted to, just view the selected floor only. And you can see we have our doors inserted and our specific shape of our building. You can see that we have our defenses here around the outside of the building, and of course our elevator and our cut floor. I can also toggle on and off the ground floor view as well. So this is great. So as you can see, it's become so it's such a fundamental way to start working, and it's really easy as well. So let's go. Let's get our windows down now. Now windows. Now I'm going to go to openings, external glazed carpentries. I'm going to create a new one, and this is going to be called the ground floor windows. I'm going to leave the width off, and the height we'll leave it at 1.02 meters. Perfect. Let's move in I need to move in a bit closer there. Now there's an overlap between two or more elements, so we can actually, so what we can do is I can come to edit, and let's have a look at this. The height was 0.2 meters. I'm going to edit now. So let's have a look at this selected floor. Now we have windows here that exist here. Windows into the hallway. Now, why am I getting this error? That's a good question. Let's go back to openings, glazed carpentry. Do I have the doors? Cool. So let's get our windows going again. Sorry about that. External glazed carpentry, height above the ground. I'm going to put that at 1.5. So it's 2.9. Our ground floor is, if we remember, our ground floor was 2.9 meters. Our height above the ground, we can leave that at 1. And what was the 1.1? 2 height above the ground. Let's do it at 1 meter. Yep, okay. Let's see how this goes. So these are 1.6 meter windows. Perfect. It's moving over here. These windows still haven't been configured. There's an overlap between two or more elements. So what actually is happening here is we have the doors and we have the windows that are colliding. We'll be able to see that clash in real time. Again, another one as well. The windows here that are working. Oh, do I have the doors open? Do I have the doors unlocked, don't I? Oh, there are no doors there. Why was it showing me that there were doors? Okay, let's go back to openings. Now delete these openings. The ones that I just inserted. Back to openings. Sorry, back to external carpentry glazes. And we're dealing with the ones on top here. Now we should have no problems. Moving over, and I mean, this is great because the hard work's been done through our. Oh, there's an overlap. Oh, I think I already inserted one there. Yeah, of course, and my external carpentry as well. So I've already got one there. I already have one there. I need to insert one here, don't I? Oh no. Is that right? Let me just go again. Perfect. Okay, and that's been done, right? Let's have a look at our 3D viewer. So we can see our windows have been added quite nicely on the exterior of this building. Here, and we have some on the other side as well. And perfect. This is great. As you can see, our windows have been added in the right locations. Let's go back to our drawing template viewer, and let's now look at. So I think that's pretty much all that we have selected. So let me make these all visible now, and let's go back into the back into the, let's call the installation, turn all these on. And as you can see, we've now modeled each different layer individually in order to create clarity within our project. And now we have, of course, if we have a look at our 3D viewer, the second level of our building. Let's toggle off the ground. Here we go. And that's awesome. So it's coming along nicely. We have one window which I have left out. I'm going to go back and toggle that as well. And this is the thing. Once we have the fundamental parts down, then we can start editing them later, which is fine, right? So these windows are obviously different. We have a different basement level windows. If we wanted to add one here later on, we can, of course, once we get an actual view of our project, which is great. Our different our different elements are all in the right locations, and we're able to view those accordingly. All right, guys, we're going to leave that here. In the next video, we're going up a level, and we're going to be looking at our first floor. Pretty much the same basic concept. This is exactly what I'm going to be doing, exactly what I'm going to be repeating. And then once we actually construct the whole building, then we'll do a full scan of clashes of different things that we'd like to change that we're able to later on. I'm sure we're going to. I'm sure you guys are. You guys are looking forward to the final product. It should be great. One thing I forgot to mention is that we do have these annotations here for the different spaces. How I like to do it is I like to configure my spaces at the end, where I have my full project. I'm happy with the way things look. I'm happy with the arrangement, and then I'm able to start configuring my spaces. I'm unable to configure spaces unless I have the complete enclosed building. And yeah, that's I think all I wanted to touch on. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.